I better go ahead and get going on my next anime review. And yes, it featured one of the most underrated type of anime of all time. Something I wish everybody should talk about more. Since I did two so far, I gotta work on the other two that featured in Marvel. And this next anime review that featured Marvel in it featured a really cool dude who is half man and half vampire. Well, you know which one I'm talking about. Well, anyway, hi ladies and dudes. This is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobub97. This is my review for today. And today, yes, ladies and dudes, I'm finally gonna return to anime reviews. And I better go ahead and finish up this very underrated anime thing that I haven't done for quite a long time. And that is the Marvel's anime. I hope everybody did see my two anime reviews that I did in the year of 2014. The first one I did is Iron Man, and the other is Wolverine. And yes, they're both very underrated, and nobody had ever watched them that much. So I'll go ahead and leave a link down below so you guys can check out the two anime reviews that I did back in the year of 2014. I worked really hard on both of them, and plus I also did bloopers for it as well. And now I gotta hurry up and finish it up, because I only got two anime reviews that featured Marvel. One I gotta do X-Men, and the other I gotta do Blade. But Blade is the next one I'm going to review for today. And also, I gotta do a quick shout out to my good friend Maroney K95. And Maroney K95 is one of the most underrated YouTubers I have ever known in YouTube history. And he did a good job with so many videos that he did. He likes to do his anime, DVD, and anime manga unboxing. He does movie reviews and anime reviews and all the collections that he has from VHSs, DVDs, and some of the Blu-rays here and there. Please check out Maroney K95. He's a very good YouTuber of mine. And I do want to wish him a happy 10th anniversary of the day when he arrived on YouTube. So happy belated anniversary, my good friend. And now let's head on to that very important anime review I got to do for today. And that is Blade. And yes, I did see it on TV a long time ago. But to tell you the truth is, I've only seen a couple of episodes here and there. I know a few of them, but I haven't seen all 12. So I did go to an anime website and see the whole thing. So now, let's head on to my next anime review of Blade. So it's a story about this half-breed human and half-breed vampire named Blade, who's going on a journey to find that mysterious vampire dude with white hair. He has big muscles and he's very darn dangerous. He wants to seek out revenge on this vampire dude for what he had done to his mother, because there was one night that he neck-bited her and the vampire veins went to her body and, give the vampire blood to the child. And yep, that's what happened. And he's with this teenager girl and the dog, so they can go on this very important quest to find that guy and just take him down to the count. And that's all I could say about Blade. And I guess everybody wants to know is, what the heck do I think about this anime series that is so darn underrated to us? Well, to tell you the truth is, I enjoyed Blade. It is a very, very good anime series to watch. And also, I did remember the time when I was at my grandmother's house. I did watch Blade there. I did remember a TV commercial that says that Blade had one of the best storytelling. I think it's one of the best anime series that feature great storytelling, if I remember right. It's been a long time. Yeah, Blade does have a great critic. One of the best critics ever for a short anime series, if you know what I mean. And it was on G4. That's what I remembered. But anyway, back to Blade. I will say it's a very good anime series to watch in all 12 episodes. It had a good storyline, has good characters, great animation, good score, and surprisingly, Wolverine and Kikyo made it, they're another feature in an anime series in Marvel. Yeah, it's great to see them both again in another anime series for Marvel-wise. And I also fell in love with the English dub voice cast. I think they picked the rightful actors and actresses to play these characters at a very rightful time. So I'll go ahead with the strongest points and the weakest points of Blade. I will say for the strongest points for this short anime series is I have to go with the English dub voice actor of Blade. I will say that the English dub voice actor of Blade, since I never studied this dude that much, he did a fantastic job of playing a very headstrong, likable character who is a vampire. I mean, his voice fits so perfectly for this role. I mean, I enjoyed every single moment of this actor who played a really cool character who's half human and half vampire. I think his voice is pretty strong, very smooth. He's very wise and he's great at it. What else I could say? So I will say for my strongest points for this anime series is the English dub voice actor of Blade. I will say for my weakest points for Blade is I wish they should explain about Blade's dad. And I'm talking about his human father. I wonder what the heck happened to Blade's dad. There's so many mysteries about... Well, to tell you the truth is, I never studied the comic book of the original Blade story. About a little bit more about Blade's past. I just want to know if he ever got to know his human father, since he's responsible of, making love to Blade's mom. I wonder if that will be Blaze's mom's boyfriend or a husband or somebody. Yeah, I wish there was a little bit of a backstory about Blade's dad, since they never put one in there. All I know is Blade has been raised by these ladies, and I think that lady who took care of Blade is maybe Blade's aunt. I think. Well, you guys get the picture. So, I will say, yeah, my biggest weakest point about this Blade the anime series is truly we did not get to know what happened to Blade's dad, his real life dad, who's human. That's all I could say about that weak point. And now let's go on to the characters. I will go with the two characters that stand out to me in this anime series. The first character I want to talk about is that dog. I forgot the dog's name. But I freaking love this dog. This dog is so darn awesome. And he is the dog belongs to this Helsing dude. I did not know there was a Helsing dude. You know, Van Helsing. I thought Van Helsing belongs to somewhere else, but not in a Marvel. Weird thing to say. Yeah, I love that dog. That dog is really darn smart, really darn brave, and that dog knows how to handle those vampires very, very well. I mean, that dog was pretty well trained. I freaking love that dog. I'm a dog lover. I want to have that dog as my partner, and we can take care of these deadly evil vampires together. If you know what I mean. So yeah, I really love that dog. If only I could pronounce that dog's name. One of the best characters I cared about in this series. And also, I care about Blade. Blade is a really cool protagonist, and I really like a character who's half human and half vampire. He had a really good storyline, great personality, great attitude. I really like the part where he's dressed in black and he carries a sword around his back. That's something that he and Benjamin Williams have in common. They love to wear black clothes, they love to have their swords around their backs, and they like to be such bad A dudes. Yeah, I think Benjamin Williams needs to get along with Blade. And he doesn't mind Blade to be a half human, half vampire thing. Maybe a dude he can get along with. But Benjamin Williams doesn't wear sunglasses. He never wears sunglasses in his life, but Blade does. Maybe he needs it to protect his eyes. Something like that. And yes, the strangest part about Blade's backstory is he had a rivalry with Kikyo. And it's a good idea they had a backstory about it in one of those episodes. Surprisingly to say, you know, how their rivalry began and all that stuff. I find that Kikyo is pretty darn interested in Wolverine, since he and Wolverine have something in common, that they both have shiny, sharp weapons in the palm of their hands. If you know what I mean. But not you know, where a mutant has a rivalry with a guy who's half human and half vampire thing. Well, if you guys get the picture. So yeah, Blade is such a cool character overall. And now, let's head on to my final thoughts of Blade. Overall, Blade is such a good anime series to watch, and truly one of the most underrated anime series that came from Marvel. I'm sure all of them are very underrated in so many ways. I will say it had a very good storyline. The characters are likable. I like the English dub of it. I never studied the Japanese dub. It had a really good score, great animation. And yeah, there will be some tragic moments here and there that's going on in the series. Something I will not allow to spoil, if you know what I mean. So for my rating for this anime series, I decided to give it a 9 out of 10. It's a very good anime series to watch, and please check it out right now if you can. So that's my whole entire anime review of Blade, and join me next time as I head on to the last and final Marvel's anime series that I gotta go back and rewatch. But I remember a couple of episodes here and there with this series, but I haven't watched the whole thing. So for my next anime review is X-Men. Yes, there is an anime series of X-Men. And you could say it's a redo story of the X-Men The Last Stand. Yeah. That's what I thought about for this anime series. It's a redo story of the X-Men The Last Stand. Since everybody hates that film, but as for me, I like it, as it is. So be prepared for my next anime review to come, and I'll see you guys later, and sayonara.